since I've been in this spot to film. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And today in this video, I'm going to tell you guys a story about how two separate people decided to take naps on the bus. And this is a story just to let you guys know that it's not really a good idea to be falling asleep on the bus for a couple reasons. Because a bus is a public place. It's not like your car where you could fall asleep in the back seating, because you'll end up falling asleep on the seats, and you'll end up kind of like taking up other seats of the bus, because there are other people that need places to sit on the bus, so you don't want to be sleeping on the bus. And also because you may not hear when your stop comes, and you may miss your stop of getting off the bus. So I'm going to get started, and I hope this teaches you guys how to be mindful and not fall asleep on the bus. Or in case you get bored on the bus, you should find ways to keep yourself awake on the bus. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys find this video helpful. First story. So this one started, I think maybe about 3 years ago. I was heading to a local Michael's with a group of people, because I was with the local program, and it was me, I think two supervisors, and I think there was like 6 of us that day, including Sleepy. I guess that's what I decided to name. I mean, Sleepy number 2, that's what I decided to name the person in this video, just because I already have a story time of somebody named Sleepy in the other video. And this person was taking a nap, decided they wanted to take a nap on the bus. And as we're on the bus, we noticed Sleepy 2 falling asleep. And we don't want to wake her up just because we just want to let her sleep for a bit, even though we know it's not really proper to be sleeping on the bus. And I think this was her first time ever falling asleep on the bus, so we didn't want to like bother her or be rude about it, and we just like let her sleep for a bit until we got to our stop, because we maybe thought she might have not gone to bed super late or was up all night or something. I don't know. So, or maybe the bus ride just made her tired. So we are on the bus, and once we get to the local Michael's stop, the supervisor wakes Sleepy 2 up. But Sleepy 2 won't get up because she's still kind of like sleeping and stuff, and she's still quite drowsy. And she says, Sleepy 2, we have to get off the bus. Blah, 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 blah. Blah. It's not really a good idea to be falling asleep on the bus. I understand you're tired, but it's not really appropriate to be sleeping on the bus. So Sleepy 2 finally wakes up, and she starts to pay attention and notices that we're getting off the bus, and then she follows us off the bus, and then we head to our stop to where we need to be. And then Sleepy 2 was finally fully awake after she started walking and moving around, and I guess maybe the bus ride just made her tired too. So the moral of the story, don't fall asleep on the bus, because you'll end up probably taking a while or not being able to pay attention to your stop. Story number 2, moving on. We're going to call this person Sleepy 3 just because, like I said, I heard you have 2 other people who are named Sleepy in other videos. So we're on the bus. We were heading back from wherever we were at. I can't remember where we went, but I was with a group of people, and this one started maybe about 3 years ago as well. And so this one person starts taking a nap on the bus, and we're heading back from like a super long day, and we're all kind of tired, and this one person starts falling asleep, and it's Sleepy 3, and she's like falling over, and her head is like leaning this way, and she looks like she's gonna like fall over. And we were just worried about her falling and hitting her head or something. And we could definitely tell she's asleep by the way she's leaning over, and she looks like she's falling asleep. So the supervisor tells Sleepy 3, be careful, you don't want to fall and hit your head and blah, 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 blah. We need you to sit up, blah, 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 blah. And then, but Sleepy 3 doesn't hear the supervisor, and she continues to sleep. So Sleepy 3 the supervisor repeats herself one more time to Sleepy 3, and Sleepy 3 gets a little bit of an attitude. She goes, I know. And then finally, we decide to leave her alone for a bit because we definitely could tell she was not in the mood to talk. So finally, Sleepy 3 stays awake, and we just leave her alone so then we don't bother her for the rest of the bus ride. So then after a bit, the bus stops. Sleepy 3 starts to fall asleep a little bit again. And then the supervisor goes, Sleepy 3, we need you to wake up. But she doesn't wake up. And so they repeat themselves one more time and then go, Sleepy 3, we need you to wake up. And Sleepy 3 finally snaps with an attitude again. So then they finally just decide to leave her alone so then they could give her some space so she can completely wake up fully, which I thought was a good idea because I didn't want to say anything either because I didn't want to get in the middle of the issue. So we're getting off the bus, and Sleepy 3 starts to get up and get off the bus slowly as well. And so she starts to wake up when she moves around off the bus. And I guess maybe just her moving around kind of like made her wake up a bit, and she definitely started to like feel more awake once we got off the bus. And we kind of just like gave her some space for a bit so she could still wake up from like her little nap on the bus. So the moral of the story is do not fall asleep on the bus. And if you see someone fall asleep on the please be careful when you're waking them up because not a lot of people like to be woken up, but especially if they're taking a quick nap. It's never really polite to wake people up, but sometimes you gotta wake them up when they're on public transportation falling asleep because you gotta get them off the bus. And I understand bus rides can be sleepy, but it's not really always appropriate to fall asleep on the bus because the bus driver has other people he needs to pick up, and you also have to give up your seat to other people. So it's very important to kind of stay awake on the bus so you can pay attention to where your stops are at, and also so you can pay attention to make sure you get off at the right stop on the bus. And it's just super important not to fall asleep on the bus because you need to pay attention to when your bus picks you up and everything. So always be mindful and do not fall asleep on the bus. So that was a story about how 2 different people fell asleep on the bus. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this taught you to make sure you keep yourself awake when you're on the public bus, because if you fall asleep on the public bus, it can be quite difficult to get off the public bus when you're sleeping, and it's just not a good thing because you need to be able to make sure you get off the bus and get off when you get to your stop. So thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!